Full of plants that didn't really do well here in my shaded border, mostly because the rabbits ate them away. This is Coral Beauty Cotoneaster. It says sun, you see it, sun to part shade. And it is part shade. It gets morning sun, and it does get some irrigation, but I just feel like the every time it got new buds, the rabbits just ate them away. They're supposed to be well, at least tolerant to rabbits and deer, as far as the things that I've read online, but don't think it's alive. I scratched the bark. It's pretty brown. Well, it's very brown. Yep. Is there a bend? There is some bend. Oh, that's brown. Yep, that's brown. This is dead. I do have one planted here, which is which makes me wonder because this is more exposed to the rabbits. Doesn't get any additional irrigation except for rain, but it's alive. So I'm not sure if it's because of this plant. It's from the borage family, but it's supposed to be high in phosphorus, and my plan is to build a collection of it and use it as a live mulch at some point next year. But anyway, this cotoneaster is doing okay compared to the couple of ones that I have in the same area. So that's the first one I showed you, and that's the second one. Is also dead. Yeah, brown. Now a shrub that's not dead, but it's not really thriving here is one of my summer sweet, my clethras. It's a native plant, and it's supposed to be rabbit resistant. And if you mean rabbit resistant, that it doesn't really die but doesn't really grow well, then that's correct. But I want to give it a chance. I've planted 3 of these originally, and all of them gets ravaged by rabbits every year. I'll be replacing this with a hydrangea, Invincibelle lace. So hopefully they will do better here than this clethra here. Well, this is really what not to do. Hold it. I thought when I was just hitting a root from the maple tree. So I pulled it, and I pulled half of the root system. Oh, hello, little slug. So I'm gonna try to plant it anyway. Good thing is it doesn't have a lot of leaves, so the roots are not gonna concentrate on keeping those leaves alive. They'll just concentrate on making more roots. So hopefully I'm right. So to replace those 3 shrubs that I just took out, I'm gonna be planting Invincibelle lace. Invincibelle lace is a smooth hydrangea. It, as you can see, well, I guess you can see it from better in this sterile middle and a little, or I guess fertile middle, and a little bit of sterile flowers around. This is closer to the native smooth hydrangeas that we have here in North America, and it grows to 1.2 to 1.5 meter tall and wide. So it's about 3, so about 5 feet, close to 5 feet by 5 feet wide, 5 feet tall by 5 feet wide. That's built to moist, well-drained soil. What I found was with my Invincibelle hydrangea that I planted beside the willow or underneath a willow tree, they do well as long as they're in the shade. If you don't know, willow trees they really like water, and having my hydrangea in the shade planted underneath the willow, my Invincibelle hydrangea, it tells me that Invincibelle hydrangea can handle the drier soil as long as it's in the shade. I guess not necessarily under the shade. That's the Invincibelle hydrangea I'm talking about. It's in the shade most of the time. It'll be in the shade in harsh afternoon sun. So it is now the following morning. I didn't get to show all 3 planted. I just only showed this one over here, but I managed to plant all 3. So that's the second one, and the third one is right over there. I mentioned earlier that I had 3 clathrus to begin with. The one I showed you yesterday, I took the clathra here and took them away and planted this Invincibelle lace instead. Now the other 2 I replaced 2 weeks ago with dogwood. I believe the variety is an elegantissima. So one over there, and then the second one over here. So originally I had 3 clathrus right here, but they didn't really do well because of the rabbits. So I just have 2 dogwoods and an Invincibelle lace. I normally work in 3s, so I do have a 3rd dogwood that's all the way over on the other side of the garden. So dogwood number 1, dogwood number 2, and dogwood number 3 right there. That's right around that area there. So first dogwood in the property, well, first for variegated, and then second, and then the third one here. So at least there's continuity between these 3. So the reason why I want shrubs around here is because of the garbage cans around there. During garbage collection, the houses across the street have to bring their garbage, the garbage and recycle bins on our side of the street for the truck to pick them up. And that's just how it is. It's not something I can change, but I can change the way that I plant, so I can screen them out. Because, I don't really want to see garbage bins close to my garden. That makes sense. Eventually, these dogwoods will go up to 8 feet tall and 5 feet wide. And then the Invincibelle lace will go up to 5 feet tall. So at least there's a variation in height and the variation in foliage. And there will also be some flower interest once they start blooming. And with the variegated dogwood, I can use them as foliage too for cut flowers. So I have 3 shrubs that I can take turns cutting if I need to. So there you go. If you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I try to show up here every Thursday, so until I see you again next time, bye for now.